Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to our webinar. Hello, Brita.
Hello, Nuno.
My name is Nuno João. I'm the General Manager of Your Education. And today I'm here with Brita Brandt from Global Knowlex. Knowlex, I said it correctly?
Yes, you did. Global Knowledge, or shortly known as GKX. Thank you for the invitation to participate in this meeting.
Thank you, Brita. So I will start presenting just a sound bites about Your Education. So what about us? So we are a family-owned and operated company. We focus on the long run and take good care of the students. We are an international company, but not multinational. That allows us to have economies of scale, of knowledge and innovation, and keeping ourselves as independent consultants. And we only work with the best in class and schools and partners like Brita and Global Knowlex. And we are specialized in high school only. We don't do university or other programs. Our programs are academic, high quality and we offer more than 20 countries and options in the private and public schools, boarding schools, and the IB curriculum that we are going to talk in detail today. Just a briefing in our offices. We have offices in Spain, Portugal, Hungary, and we have an Atlantic operation. We don't have physical offices, but we have students from Brazil and Angola as well. Here's some stats and numbers of Your Education for this school year. We place around 100 students per year from these 5 different nationalities. They select 15 countries, and 15 to 20% will be enrolled in IB diploma programs, mostly in Denmark, but also in USA and United Kingdom. So today we're going to talk with Brita about, and specifically, the IB diploma in Denmark. It's our IB diploma most popular program. And why is that so? Three main reasons. The first one is Denmark. So Danish social values nowadays are becoming very popular in all the globe. The equality, the gender equality, the income equality, and the safety of the country. And also because our program is mainly in public schools with boarding schools. We do offer some host family options, and then Brita will talk a little bit more in detail. And another reason for being our most popular program is the best return on investment. So it's a very affordable program, and it's in Europe, and students will have a great diploma taught in English and in the European Union. So our partnership, so we partner with Global Knowlex for our IB program in Denmark, and we split the services. So we take care of the families and supporting services that are needed in the home countries. Here we have the 3 flags of our offices in the European Union, because the IB diploma presupposes that the student will have an European nationality to study more than 1 year in Denmark, and Global Knowlex will provide the supporting services needed to the students in Denmark. These could be different services and different scope and different range regarding the student in particular and the school the student will study in. And just concluding with the steps to apply after you see this presentation, and if you decide to apply. So the first step is consult with us. So you can go to our website or social media. It's always the same, Your Way Education, and then you type the ending of your country, and then you can contact us for any means, written means, or you can call us. And then we will set up a personal interview We will send you some information, general information. If you decide to know more about our program, we'll invite you to have a 30 minutes talk. And then if you decide to go to even to the next step, to the next level, we will set up a meeting with Global Knowlex, and that will be between your way, Global Knowlex, and students and parents. So I will stop my presentation, and I would like to invite Britta to talk a little bit more about Global Knowlex and the services we offer. Our company offers in Denmark for the students.
Thank you, Nuno, and thank you for the kind presentation of global knowledge. Global knowledge. I want to start to present myself shortly. 15 years ago, I was presented for the opportunity to become a host mother, and that totally changed my own perspective of life and working with cultures. At that time, I was in a different business, but I found out this thing to invite into your family a young person from another country was really a great eye opener for the whole family and the people around us. And I found out that this girl, she really used her year to understand Denmark and herself much better than she did before arrival. So after a couple of years, we have been hosting a lot of different students. I have been working with exchange, a classical exchange program now for more than 10 years. And based on that, 2 years ago, I decided to start Global Knowledge because I understand over time that it's not only about personal development, but a growing number of students also wants to take an education in Denmark. And this was my point. This thing to go to Denmark to study, to live at a boarding school itself, it was a great opportunity, but I see something is missing. This thing that you can support the students. The students have a person, a grown up, a mother in Denmark, you could say, to go to. That part was missing, and this is what I'm offering basically in the program. Because what we do is we offer a support to the student, and we help you as a family to make the good choice about going here and to become a member of a group with other students and give all the support from. You make the choice to choose the right high school, to get admission at the high school, apply for residence permit, be supported during the year, set up meetings with the students, not only from the school where you're studying, but also from other schools around in the area where the other students from Global Knowledge are studying. This thing from time to time to go out of your boarding school or leave your town to go to another place for a weekend, perhaps. It's a really good experience to have, and in a time where there are a lot of studies and there are a lot of things to care about. Maybe you live at a boarding school with a roommate, or you are in a very close society. It's really nice to be able to go out and visit someone who lives close. And if you don't know people from other places, where can you go? You can go. You can travel, of course, together with the people you already know. But in my understanding, this is also about going out, meeting other people, and making more friendships. So that's our point about our vision for the program. Then speaking about the membership, I decided that this should be a club for students. So, yeah, like I said before, we offer the school guidance. We offer help with the EU residence permit. Not only sending you a list of documents, but booking a time in
Mm-hmm.
the immigration office, going there together with the student, and if documents for one or another reason should be missing, helping them to send them later on, and taking care about going to the town hall to do the local registration. At that point, you will need a person, a grown-up person who can confirm that you are the person you are. This is our job when you have our program to take care about that, to offer. And we can help with more general advice also for parents. Maybe parents need, you as a parent would need to speak with a person who is living in the country and try to explain why are the teachers telling my son or daughter to do things in this and that way, or why are they called by first names, why are the things working like it is. This, of course, you are always open on my phone also for a talk or just to get answers for some questions. Then we have monthly meeting with the students online, sometimes person to person. It depends on what time of the year and what are the situation, how much help
Mm-hmm.
do yeah, does the student need. We give a pre-orientation where we explain the first weeks, including we go through the process of the residence permit and how it is to live in a digital country, because I'm not sure how it is in your country in details, but in a country like Denmark, we can breathe without the ID number, but it's almost the only thing we can do. We are doing registrations everywhere. Also because of whitewashing rules, bank accounts have to be checked. And speaking about bank accounts, it's another thing where we can help if your child would like to have a Danish bank account, maybe because of a job offer. We can help with a guidance and support
Mm-hmm.
that also, and it's included in the program. And we, of course, have also a 24/7 open emergency phone number. If an accident appears here, we can go and help or be online on the phone to support for the hospital. Or we can, maybe there's an accident happening at home where you would like that someone goes and takes care about helping your child, speaking about what is going on, maybe worst case to assist her or him to the airport to get a plane back home as possible. All these kind of things we are of course ready to take care about if the emergency situation appears.
Mm-hmm.
Then we offer a big group of extra services that are not included in the basic membership, but can be bought on top of the membership. For example, if you get admission at a school that does not have more space on their boarding schools, or it could also be a school who don't offer boarding school facilities,
Mm-hmm.
we can offer a, a private housing, a private host family. Now you can see that all
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes,
things that
perfect.
are included in the membership, like I talked before.
Mm-hmm.
The, the extra
Perfect.
services like private housing, it is like a rent a room in a private family with support from our side. It could also be a network family for a student who needs a little bit more local support, and
Mm-hmm.
where you have a family to visit on Sundays. I'm sorry, I was a little bit sick last week. Airport service at arrival, and or when you have to go home for a holiday, we can arrange to drive the student to the airport if it's too complicated or the plane arrived very late in the night. We arranged some arrival and midterm camps. Most boarding schools are like where you have to bring your own bed lining. If it's too complicated to bring on the plane, or you don't want to send it, we can
Mm-hmm.
arrange it to be bought. We can, if needed, find some homework help and support. We could offer Danish online classes, all different kind of extra help that could be needed. We are ready to search for it and help in the procedure. So just to shorten up why you should, or what are the benefits to study here as with a DKX as your Danish partner. It gives you support for choosing the school from the pre-admission. I have to say that our schools, there are a lot of students coming from outside who are interested in the places, and because yeah, they get more and more applicants, the schools also appreciate that the student have a support. So with our support, they are a step or two higher on the priority from the schools to get admission. We have 15 years experience in working with minor international students, and we make the network for the international students with organized meetings. Visit can be arranged also in holidays if the student decides not to go home to visit the family. We could arrange something to go on in Denmark. We make it's a really good way to make extra friends, friends who are in the same situation and where you can share your experience with living in Denmark. Danes can sometimes be a strange population to work together or live together with. So this thing to go out and meet and speak with others who are in the same situation to understand yourself better in our educational system is often is mostly very, very appreciated from our students. Then we have the monthly follow-up talk, and it's our hope that our global knowledge parents can sleep better in the night, because you know that your child is not alone here. You are 1,000 kilometers away, but we are just in principle around the corner. Mm. And then I'll shortly talk about IB schools. Nuno, I'm not sure if you were expecting I should go into more details about how
Yes, please.
IB education works.
If you can brief summarize, yes, that will be.
Yes, because
Thank you.
the education work like this at IB diploma, that you have 6 electives, 2 language classes, where one is like your first language. It could be English if you are, yeah, English have English as if you have studied English always as bilingual, or you are English speaking citizen. It could also, you have the first language as English, then you have second language as a second language, which could be Danish. It could also be English B if you decide to study, for example, Spanish as self-taught.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have mathematics and you have social science, and you have natural science, and then you have a creative class. What goes from it is that you have to choose 3 classes, 3 electives on high level and 3 electives on standard level. And it means that you can build up totally your you can build up your own timetable. You design it as you like, based on what are you going to study in the future. Because inside, for example, social science can be history and global politics and business management, but you can only choose one class.
Mm-hmm.
And then you choose mathematics, and you choose biology or chemistry. So it means that every student in the school will have individual timetables. So it's a very personal education to take IB.
Mm-hmm.
And in the
Thank
Danish,
you, Britta.
yeah, and in the Danish system, we also offer an extra year called pre-IB because the students in the coming from the Danes coming from the Danish system only have 9 or 10 years as their mandatory education, and to fit with the high school system in Denmark, that is 3 years standard. The pre-IB is an extra year put inside, and the pre-IB can therefore also be used as an extra year for students coming from abroad. If, for example, that the grades are not that strong,
Mm-hmm.
or because you, for other reasons, have only studied, for example, 9 years in the school, we could suggest that to take the pre-IB as the first year to get more mature before starting up the real IB diploma. And then I've looked into, in Denmark, we have actually 14 schools who
Mm-hmm.
offer IB. The education itself is free based on the Danish welfare system. So these, for the most of the schools, the education, it is free, as I said. The only thing to pay for are some costs for copies and for calculator and for the boarding or another way of accommodation living costs. So what we know right now, because we are very close to the deadline, that for some schools were already 1st of
Mm-hmm.
February, and some where it will be 1st of March. That some schools already have said that we are full. Like for example, Struer. Yeah, I have to explain one more
Mm-hmm.
that we have boarding schools that are public and boarding schools that are private. The private schools, they have a fixed price. This is the price, and all students pay the same price. On the public boarding schools, the price is based on the parents' income. So it means that the school will ask for information, tax information about how much
Mm-hmm.
the parents earned the previous years, and then till the student gets 18, then they will get reduction on the price depending on the salary and how it's set up. It's individual from school to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we see that ICAS, they have still some places available at their boarding. Struer is booked. Grenaa, I expect that they will have available places, and that goes for Sønderborg. For sure, they have places, and Stenhus probably also have available places after 1st of March.
Mm-hmm.
And for all schools are option, Esbjerg and Hasseris. They do not have boarding schools, but for all schools goes that they have available study places, but they need, or we could offer them a private room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that sums up my introduction of the program and of the available schools for now.
Mm-hmm.
That
Thank you, Britta. That's very useful information because we are expecting to have applications coming. We already took care of some applications, but of course, we are talking with families, and thank you very much for your presentation. I think it will be important for them to know more about our program,
Mhm.
and the next step, it will be families to get in contact with your way, and then we explain you more in detail something about the program, questions that you may have. We will discuss with Britta. We will invite you to talk firstly with us, and then if you want to progress, then we set up a meeting the global Knowlex with Brita, and then we go into specific details. But I think we have covered the objective that I have for today, to give a general presentation about what is your program, who is your way, who is global Knowlex, what is our program, the schools that we have available after 1 of March, and well, we will look forward to have a word from you. And thank you, Rita, for your time on a Sunday. Thank you, everyone, for having joined us, and wish you a very nice Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.